Here's something that frustrates me to no end. Blenders. Wait, is it blenders? Juicers. Food processors? I don't know. You know why? As far as I can tell, all of those things are the exact same thing.
They are not.
I think they are. I think somebody invented one way once to chop food into smaller food that would take up a quarter of your kitchen counter space and made $1 billion. Then somebody else invented the same way to do that and called it a different thing, then pooped out another identical device, except maybe it spins 10% faster or is louder or something, and that guy also made $1 billion. And now they take up half your countertop. Then inventor number 3, also known as the least creative inventor ever, looks at the other 2 exact same things and is like, you know what you can already do, but would be a good idea? Put blades inside a plastic thing with a dome of some kind and chop food into shreddy juice and pulp, and the world is like, genius! Forgetting all the crap that is already taking up their whole counter, and inventor number 3 made $1 billion. Right, thank you. And now all 3 of these guys are on some tropical island somewhere where any of these identical devices is being used to chop up fruit into fruity beverages and served to them while they laugh at the rest of us for being suckers and having bought the same basic thing 3 times.
Did you even bother to look up what the difference is between all of them?
I tried on Yahoo Answers.
Well, there's your first problem.
Somebody asked, I need to make smoothies and soup. Which do I need? To which the best response chosen read, the blade. There are machine that are combo in there.
Look, a blender blends. A juicer juices.
Both of those things are the combining of disparate objects into smaller, more combined objects.
Okay, so a food processor can cut food into, like, smaller food and do pretty much everything a blender can do except frozen drinks, I guess. Ice is the problem.
You're telling me blades can't cut ice? And since you're adding ice, then liquefying it, why not just juice the fruit, then pour water in your juice afterwards?
That's not the same thing.
And then you have to clean these things. So not only do they take up the whole kitchen, you spend like 2 minutes making the drink, and then at least 10 minutes cleaning the blender juicer processor. You know what else turns fruit into juice? A hammer. Smash fruit with hammer, juice comes out. Drink juice. Also, a hammer takes 4 seconds to clean and costs $2. Isn't it better than spending up to $400 just to smush up food into drink?
Are you really advocating this?
Fine, you want to mechanically shred food into smaller food. What we have now is 3 different, huge, costly, inefficient machines that do nearly the same thing. Why not mildly improve the blending capacity of the food processor so that it can do everything both a blender and a juicer can do? And then blenders and juicers can go to hell.
They make food processors that are also blenders.
So why isn't that the only thing that exists? All these devices need to have a Highlander-style fight to the death until I only have to know what one of them is. You put food in it, you turn a dial that says food niblets, thick soupy food drink, or liquid, and that determines how much the thing shreds. Then you can throw out all the other useless things.
Well, the magic bullet sort of does multiple things. It has different blade heads so you can chop ice versus, I guess there's one for nut butters or something?
There's a specific device for nut butters. I'm gonna invent a blender so strong that it blends all of the other inferior blenders in the world, especially nut butterers, into juice.
It would actually be more like a smoothie.
Here's my main issue. Once you have a device in machine form, it should be more efficient than doing it manually, not just more enormous and loud. Take a drill, right? There are manual screwdrivers of all types and manual drills, but by the time you buy an electric drill, you're basically buying a device that spins really fast. Then, with mild changes to the head, it can drill wood, drill metal, drill masonry, Phillips head screwdriver, flathead screwdriver, Allen wrench.
Okay, drills are wonderful.
Yes, a smart person invented the electric drill. It replaces a dozen other things. Can you imagine an electric drill with just one type of drill bit permanently attached? Nobody would buy that. They expect versatility. Yet we still have 3 different devices this big just to grind food into smaller food. In fact, drills already spin around. They should just throw a blade on there. Put it into your food, you've got a juicer blender processor you can hold.
Also a deadly weapon.
Yes, also a deadly weapon. Drills are awesome.
You just want to give people handheld whirling blades they can walk around with?
Why not? Buy a drill once, drill the wall, then jam a new head on there, like, the front of that drill torpedo in Tomorrow Never Dies. Ooh, or like the drill they use in Armageddon to dig into the asteroid, that thing. Just jam that down into your food, and voila! You've got food shredded down into whatever amount of juiciness you want.
I think you're describing an immersion blender.
Does that do everything all the other devices do?
No! It actually just blends everything that's kind of already blended inside of soup.
Oh, for the love of... Somebody please invent this thing. I'll buy one, if only to reclaim all my counter space.
I'll buy one too. But I'm keeping my blender, juicer, and food processor.
If somebody invents this, those things are going in the garbage.